We've been trying to straighten and channelize the Missouri River for a century for navigation purposes. And in the process, of course, we cut off oxbows, we cut off chutes, we built levees, we built wing dikes, we channelized the river, we restricted the river. And it wasn't until later on that people and the government, Fish and Wildlife, observed the considerable loss of wildlife habitat and natural ecosystems that historically had existed along the river.
There's a lot of talk about what to do about that, and there's been several responses. And the Big Muddy National Fish and Wildlife Refuge is the Fish and Wildlife Service's response to what we saw as an unmet need for wildlife, fish and wildlife resources in the lower Missouri River.
The concept of the Big Muddy Refuge is definitely different than what you see across the United States. It's sort of a beads on a string or a string of pearls. And if you think about the Missouri River is a highly impacted areas or a river system as it comes through Missouri. It's been more or less channelized. It's got tremendous impacts, negative impacts in the upstream tributaries. And what's happened with the Big Muddy is you've created these little pockets, these little beads along that stretch of river that are protecting land. They're providing habitat for wildlife. They are providing recreational opportunities for the public.
There were plans in place and thoughts were being given to this type of work dating back to the 1960s. But the flood in 1993 provided the catalyst for this. It was such a devastating flood, not only in how large the flood was, by large I mean water depth, volume of water, but it lasted for months. It was in the growing season. This wasn't a typical April or May flood. This water was really high all summer and tore things up. And people needed relief. So there were a lot of options available, and the refuge was one of them. We began establishing units in 1994. The refuge was authorized. We began work, and we acquired the first parcel in 1995. Currently, we have 12 units in, I believe it's 11 counties, scattered between St. Louis and Kansas City, a total of about 21,000 acres. What I would like the public to understand is that they have this wonderful resource, and they should take advantage of it and use it. We have as good a river recreation as any place in the country. I would like to see the refuge continue to grow. We're a little over 1/3 of the way to our target of 60,000 acres. I think someday that will happen, slow but sure. You know, we buy land from willing sellers, and I'm going to look forward to seeing the continued growth of the refuge.